This is your Digital Marketing Toolkit.
Hi and welcome back to your Digital Marketing Toolkit series, the show that brings the experts to you with practical tips and tools to help you engage your market online. I'm Ben Amos from Engage Video Marketing, and we're here today for the second in our Digital Marketing Productivity Hacks series with Luke Humble from Italic Creative. Thanks for coming back, Luke.
Thanks for having me.
So in last episode we talked about one of Luke's favourite tools for hacking his productivity with his digital marketing, and today you're going to share with us another one of your tools that helps you get back your time when you're doing your digital marketing online. So what's the second tool that you're going to share with us today?
So this second tool is called Hootsuite. Now, there's quite a few companies that have heard about this, and there's probably a lot which are already using it. But for those that don't know about it, it's a little bit like If This Then That, which we talked about in the last episode. But instead of this automation based on recipes, as we talked about, it's actually more about scheduling and then gauging the response of what you post to social media. So this one is specifically social media. The last one, you could connect lots of different services together.
Okay, so instead of just posting a status update or posting a picture or a link to an article on your Facebook page, for example, we're scheduling out now our posts using a tool like this.
Yeah, definitely. And this is really good when it comes to needing timely updates, but at the same time, really helping to get your time back in the business too. So you can then say, well, I want to schedule an update, a post to Facebook, for example, and I want that to happen at 1:03 in the afternoon on Tuesday. And so you can schedule that in. You can put all the graphics, all the text, any links that you want. And then you can do that for every other day that you want. So on the outside, to your customers, it looks like you're really active on social media, and you are, but what you're doing is you're being clever with your time. You might take an hour on a Sunday afternoon and go through and schedule everything for the week ahead. Then just hit the schedule button and it posts it all out automatically at the date and time that you ask.
So that's cool, and I think many of us, probably those of us that use Facebook at least, know that you can schedule posts directly in Facebook, can't you? So why use a tool like Hootsuite instead of just choosing to schedule your posts on Facebook, for example?
Well, it's a very good question, actually. If you're looking at the different social networks, so let's take into account Twitter. Let's look at also LinkedIn, for example. So those three social networks, you can go on and post manually. Facebook allows you to schedule in there. But from I suppose a marketing perspective, having them in one single location means that you can keep control of them and know what's going out at what time from a single interface. But it also gives some very strong reporting. Now, Facebook does have reporting in there as well, but this reporting allows you to look at your marketing strategy as a whole. So how did Facebook work in comparison to Twitter, in comparison to LinkedIn, and so on and so forth.
Okay, yeah, cool. So I think even if we are being smart with our time, and scheduling out posts, using tools like Facebook and so forth natively, using Hootsuite allows us to be even smarter with our time because we're doing multiple platforms from one location.
Exactly, and I suppose that's one of the key things here. It is one location. They do have an app which you can use either on Android or iPhone, so you can actually keep an eye on things on the go. And they also got the native desktop version as well, so you can log into a browser and do what you need to through there. So it really is, it's about keeping it in one single place so you've got clear visibility about what's going on. And that makes a big difference when there's more than just one of you in the business, because you need to collaborate. And by everyone putting all their information into the same location, you've got a clear visibility of what's going on for that week, that month ahead.
Okay, cool. So let me put you on the spot here and can I ask you to give us a practical idea of how you, in Italic Creative, how you guys use Hootsuite? Like, what day of the week are you, and do you plan out the whole week or do you plan out a month? Like, what do you schedule?
We tend to work on a week-by-week basis.
Right,
Going that far ahead to a month or quarterly, you just can't predict what you're going to need to chat about. And so going that week ahead means that we can think about what do we want to achieve for that week? Is there any big news that we need to announce? And occasionally, as something happens in the local industry and the news, we'll actually pull that in and add that into a schedule. So the kind of stuff that we'll talk about that we'll schedule will be our own articles, our own blog posts, and updates with the companies. So it means that we can actually plan that ahead, and we can start discussions or topics around things that may have happened the week before.
Okay, cool. So how do we get started with Hootsuite, and how much does it cost?
So there is a free option with Hootsuite, which is fantastic. That has a limitation on how many networks you can add, which is 5 at this stage. Should be plenty for the small business owners. Then it goes up in incremental prices from there, depending on the other additional features and reporting that you need. They also have a training facility called Hootsuite University. So you can pay for that, and that gives you some really good advice about how to get the best out of the software. So to get started, you just go to hootsuite.com. Simple as that.
That's really cool. So thanks for that productivity hack, Luke. And thanks for joining us today for the second in our digital productivity hack series with Luke from Italic Creative. Now you can go to vlogpod.com.au/TMT to download the resources for this series. And we'd love to hear from you as well. So add your comments or use the hashtag DM Toolkit on social media, and we'll be sure to get back to you. So until next time, thanks for joining us again, and thanks, Luke. And we'll see Luke again in episode 3 for another one of his digital productivity hacks. So until then, see you later.